Yeah, hello Rosh. Yeah, can you explain in Germany how the waste is managed? Yeah.
Well, we have waste collectors
Okay.
that put the waste in plants where it gets burned. That's how we get rid of it.
Okay. And separate dustbins do you have? You have in every places for wet waste and for dry waste.
You're talking about recycling.
Yeah.
Yes. We have different bins. We have a bin for biodegradable garbage, which is usually brown.
Okay.
We have a bin for paper, which is blue,
Okay.
and a black bin for garbage that is not recyclable.
Okay.
We don't have any bins for plastic.
Okay. So then what will you do for that?
Plastic, I suspect most plastic will just be burned,
Okay.
even though it has the sign on it, PP or PET. It should be recycled, but I think it isn't.
Okay.
Plastic bottles are recycled. You have to bring them back to the shop where you bought the drink.
Okay. Okay, then we'll get the money back?
Yes, you get
Okay.
you get 25 cents per bottle.
Okay.
So people do bring that back, and this is recycled.
Okay.
The
Okay.
PET plastic is recycled.
I think this idea also in India started that you will get back some money from returning back.
We also have this refund policy for tins,
Okay.
for metal
Okay.
drinks,
Okay.
and for some. I just saw a sign also for coffee, for takeaway coffee.
Okay.
You get a cup, you pay euro extra. You can use it and bring it back later and get the euro back.
Okay.
So this is something that reduces
But that
garbage.
paper cup also.
I don't know. I haven't seen the cup yet. I just read the sign. I think it's
Okay.
plastic.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a
maybe
it's a
plastic,
reusable cup.
Yeah, reusable cup.
For glass has been collected in Germany for many years, for decades, I believe,
Okay.
or centuries maybe.
Okay.
We have these glass containers everywhere in the city, and it's separated into colors:
Okay.
white, well, translucent,
Okay.
green, brown
Okay.
glass. So we separate the colors, and we take off the metal lid and put it in another box. So this
Okay.
metal is collected as well.
Okay. And why is this differentiation like
The colors?
green? Yeah.
Well, if you collect all together, you have mixed colors and brown, and you cannot make a white glass from that.
Okay.
The white glass is the most useful because it's clear.
Okay.
If you have mixed, you can only add color, make it darker, and make a brown glass.
Okay.
That's why we have brown glass to brown glass, and you can recycle it to make brown
Okay.
bottles.
Okay.
And green glass to green glass, you can make green bottles.
Okay. Yeah, in I also see this in Germany. So many glass bottles are in use, but in India, this is not in a practice.
You have plastic bottles mostly.
Yeah, most of the time we are using. Actually, in India also, not people used to drink so many beer, wine also. But here, yeah, it's, too much to drink beer and juices and any other things like.
There's one more recycling. This is metal.
Okay.
If you have furniture made of metal or other big things of metal, you cannot put them in the garbage. They're too big.
Okay.
You bring them to the Wertstoffhof
Okay.
recycling stations,
Okay.
and they collect metal and reuse it.
Okay. And for old clothes also, I saw some dustbins also.
Yes, yes, you can put used clothing in collections, but they should be useful. You should not put broken clothes in there.
Okay.
They should go in the garbage.
Okay.
These useful second-hand clothing, I think most of it is sold for money
Okay. Okay.
in second-hand shops.
Okay.
And maybe the money is used for good projects, improving the world somewhere.
Okay.
But I'm not so sure about that. Maybe it's just sold and somebody keeps the money.
Okay. And whosoever need clothes, who can bring also that.
You can buy cheap clothing in second-hand shops.
Okay.
very cheap for 50 cents a jacket,
Okay.
if you're lucky, and they may be very
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I also see the shop who sold second-hand jackets and clothes.
There's one more recycling way, which is books.
Okay.
In Munich, we have many bookshelves, book cupboards. Somewhere in the city, they're made of glass, waterproof. You can just open them, take a book,
Okay.
read it, take it
Okay.
home,
Okay.
keep it if you want.
Okay.
If you have books and you move house, you can put your books in the cupboard and somebody else reads them.
Okay.
It's a book sharing.
Okay.
I find that pretty cool.
Yeah,
You
it's
find
a-
really good books there. You find classic books, books you must read, really good books, and cheap books.
Cheap books. Yeah, for those students don't have so much money and they need to buy books. So this is a good idea for them. And they'll not get
I think
cheaper rate.
I think you don't find textbooks there.
Okay.
You find novels
Okay.
and classics and interesting books and fun stuff. But
Okay.
if you need a book about chemistry, well, you have to open a lot of cupboards until you
Okay.
find
Okay.
one.
Okay. Okay, feeling down. Thank you so much, Rolf.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
for explanations. Thank you. This is, I think, very useful for my students. Thank you.
Have fun.